Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Eddie Marcus, spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people. And that basically means that you, the people, having your dreams come true. I have assembled myself here before you to speak on the State of the Union. I'm doing it because tonight I understand that the President of the United States will be doing the State of the Union address. And as spokesman and advocate for a different way of doing things as an individual and as a nation of people, I'd like to give my version of the State of the Union. Well, to start, I'd like to say that America is a nation, a wonderful nation, a nation where its people are the result of the nation, and the nation a result of the people. And if we weigh how people feel about this nation and how this nation responds to the wills of the people, I'd have to say that at least a certain very small percentage of this population feel wonderful, that life is great. And this would be possibly 0.25% of 300 million. And maybe 5%, or should I say 0.5%, are feeling still wonderful. And maybe another 0.25% are feeling wonderful as well. And then out of the big picture of the remaining people, let's say about 250 million, maybe a little more, but 250 million. Some are doing good. Some are doing a little less good, but good. And some are doing a little less good than that, but good. And some are doing okay. And some are doing a little less than okay. And some are just... And when we look at this, we ask ourselves, what is the state of our nation? What is the state of our union? I want you to know that when I speak to you about the State of the Union, I'm having something to compare it with. And what I'm comparing it with is the way things are supposed to be, can be, and I personally want them to be. And since I see that picture, then I can easily equate why. And so I say to you that the State of the Union, we have poverty, crime, and violence rampant all over this union. The State of the Union, we have the prisons overflowing. We have violence, and we have suicides. We have terrorism. The State of the Union is that when you go to the airport, you gotta strip basically, or go through a scanner showing your bones. That might be an exaggeration, but if they could do it, they would. This is the State of the Union. This is the state where you're driving on the highway and policemen now are looking inside of your car as you pass by looking for something. This is the State of the Union where now the laws work against the people. The State of the Union. This is the state of our union. The State of the Union is that the politicians act like they don't know that. Their bosses don't care. And you, the people who have surrendered your power, act like that's the way it is. And that you can do nothing about it. This is the state of our union. But if we're going to go forward and not walk down a path to a dungeon where things are much more despicable than this I have already described, if we want to move forward, then we must change our attitudes about things. We must go somewhere and maybe smoke a joint. So maybe just for 5 minutes you can break away from this program that you have had since you entered into this world. and begin to think for a moment, just for a moment. It doesn't take long to realize that things are wrong and that things can be so much better. And that if you keep doing the same things we've always been doing, we were going to keep on down this road. And every State of the Union address will reflect something this or a little more despicable. So let's go forward. I tell you at this moment in time that we can remove all crime, we can remove all violence, but the Congress that we have must change its attitudes. And the only way the Congress will change its attitudes is if you, the people, will change yours. If you change yours, the Congress will change its, and those who they work for outside of you, those for the secret societies, will have to change theirs as well. And the power of this change began with you as an individual, and then collectively, and started spreading like the sun rays on our morning's dawn. I tell you, this is the state of our union if we want it to be, where your dreams can come true, my dreams can come true, and all of our dreams can come true. And the next State of the Union will be one saying that we can now walk through our airports not being scanned. We don't have to lock our doors. And every last one of us have our dreams coming true. We have the kind of homes we like to live in. We have the kind of transportation we like to use. And our cities and our states and all of our towns and our countrysides are being developed. They're growing because people now have careers that they have chosen that gives them the opportunity to express the desires that they have, what they like to contribute in this great big picture of life. And all of our cities are looking beautiful. There is no crime. There is no violence. There is no terrorism. There is no fear. And we're not worried about things that we used to be worried about because now we see the light and we are painting the picture. In the picture, we are all on the same page. And we all got certain parts to do. And we've all got the opportunity now to do it. This is the state of the union that I speak to you of from now on. Now I think it's about time that I say to you, when all of this has been said, and few of you have tried it, and it wasn't enough to make the major change. And if you gave in, it was only because you didn't tap in on the deepest part of the truth. You only got the surface. You see, the deepest part says this: no individual can force another to do anything that they do or don't want to do. If you know the truth, if you have seen the picture completed, if you know life, then you will do what is right because it is the light in the dark places. Where everybody else goes against you is where it is darkest. And this is the moment for you to let that flicker shine. And in so doing, the light of love, the light of the spirit of humanity, the light of God gets a chance to be expressed in this dark place. And God will bless you. We don't have to worry about what they say or what they're going to do because ultimately, if the flame doesn't spread, they're going to kill us. And then we will know for sure is the escape hatch from death to life. I bid you, ladies and gentlemen, a farewell for a wonderful 2014. And if you're going to focus on 16, remember, it's not who you put in the White House. It's who you have become. Because who you are is what that will be. Bye-bye.